More details on options. Now, option premium, it's consisted of two parts, intrinsic value and time value. Well, I say two parts because an option will always have time value if there's time left, but it may not always have intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is the amount, the dollar amount, or the dollars and cents that an option is in the money. What does this mean? If you have the right to buy a stock at a set price and the actual price of the stock is higher than the set price, your right to buy it that much lower is in the money. Example, if a stock is at $55 and you own a $50 call, if you exercised your right and bought the stock at $50, you could sell it at the market at $55. You'd be in the money $5. So we're going to define some terms. We're going to use these terms over and over again, so please pay attention. At the money. This is an option where the strike price is equal to the actual stock price. Well, most equal to the actual stock price. In the money. This is an option that has value if it's exercised. Out of the money. It's an option with no value if it's exercised. I'll give you some examples here shortly. The key thing, the at the money in the way the market uses it is the options that's closest to being equal to the stock price. I'm going to use it that way as well. But truly an option is at the money when the stock price and the strike price are actually equal. We abbreviate these terms. ATM, at the money, ITM, in the money, and OTM, out of the money. Right? I jokingly think an ATM is not an automatic teller machine. It is an at-the-money option. I've been using the term longer than the bank boxes have been around. Let's look at the abbreviations. At the money is abbreviated ATM. In the money is abbreviated ITM. Out of the money is OTM. For space, I'm going to use these three-letter identifiers over and over again. If you're not comfortable with them, write a note, put it next to your monitor. At the money is an option where the stock price and strike price are equal. In the money is an option that if you exercised it, it would have value. And out of the money is an option that if you exercised it, you'd be out of the money fairly shortly thereafter. A few more abbreviations. Some more abbreviations. DITM, deep in the money. DOTM, deep out of the money. These are options that are very far away from being at the money. A deep in the money option has a lot of value if it's exercised. A deep out of the money option has very little time value and absolutely no value intrinsically. We're going to avoid deep in the money options and deep out of the money options. They're not part of our system, but we need to make you aware of their existence. Now, where we're going to focus at the near the money option. This is basically the at the money option when it's not exactly right on. I'm going to give some examples using calls. A call option, the strike price is at the money when the strike price is equal to the stock price. A call option is considered in the money when the stock price is higher than the strike price. Right? The strike price is less than the stock price. That's in the money. Out of the money is when the strike price is higher than the stock price. Here's a graphic representation of a call option. On the right we have a bar graph. We're showing the stock at $25 and we're showing three different strike price choices, 20, 25, and 30. Well, when the stock's at 25, the $25 call being equal would be known as the at the money option. The $20 call, since the $20 strike is below the $25 stock price, this is in the money. If you exercised your right to buy the stock at 20 and you sold it at the open market at 25, you would get $5. It's known as intrinsic value. It's caused the option to be in the money. Now the $30 option is out of the money. If you exercise the right to buy it at 30 and you can only sell it at the market at 25, you're out of money. And you're going to be out of a lot of money really soon if you do that. See, we're going to focus a lot on considering buying out-of-the-money options, the out-of-the-money options that's near the money at least. And we're not buying them to exercise them. We're buying them to sell them for more than we paid for them. We're going to buy put options on stock that we think are going to go down in price. And we're not buying them to exercise them either. We're buying them to sell them for more than what we paid. Now again, the term at the money is where the stock price is equal to the strike price. $25 stock, $25 strike, they're equal, they're at the money. Now here's where it gets a little different, maybe a little difficult. If you have a $30 put and you have the right to sell the stock at $30 and the market's at $25, you would get $5 by selling it at $30 as opposed to selling it at $25. You get an extra $5. Out of the money option, the $20 put is if you sold the stock at $20, you'd be cheating yourself out of $5 because you could trade it on the market at $25. It's out of the money. Now options, they have a lot more terms. We're just starting this section. We've got some to go still. I've been showing you what the intrinsic value of an option, well, if it has intrinsic value. Now I want to show you the time value. This is the total premium less any intrinsic value. Some examples. Here we have a $40 stock. If we have a $35 call, and if the $35 call is priced at $7, $5 of the $7 are the intrinsic portion. The remaining $2 would be time value. Same $40 stock, but this time the $40 strike price option. If this option were trading at $4, there is no intrinsic because the stock is equal to the strike. All $4 would be time value. Third example, same $40 stock. This time it's a $45 strike. If this option were trading for $2, there's no intrinsic value since it's out of the money. All $2 is time value. Important thing to remember, time value is priced in a bell curve, right? With the highest time value being at the money. And if interest rates are equal to dividends, there's no cost to carry, and you'll learn more about that in another section, but in that situation, the time value of an in-the-money option that's equally away from the stock price as the out-of-the-money option should be the same. Here's an example, $40 stock. The $30 call is deep in the money. It has $10 worth of intrinsic value and the lowest time value of the in-the-money options. The $35 call, it's going to have $5 worth of intrinsic, and it's going to have more time value than the $30, but less than the $40. The $40 call, which is right at the money, there's going to be no intrinsic value at all and the highest time value. The $45 call, which is out of the money, and the $50 call, which is deep out of the money, neither of those will have intrinsic, and the time value lessens the further you get away from at the money. Time value decays. It's known as theta. This is bad for option buyers and good for option sellers, well, initial sellers. The reason we're able to buy these options is because someone is trying to collect the time value on us. Shorter term options have less time value, but a very fast decay to it. Longer term options have more time and more time value and a slow decay. So much of this course is based on trading shorter term options.